Hello learners. Now here I am back with another question. Now this question is a PYQ of JEE Mains 2025 and here I have a question from binomial theorem. Now just look at this question. Sigma r runs from 0 to 5, 11c 2r plus 1 by 2r plus 2 is equal to m by n. That means we'll get a fraction over here and GCD of m and n is 1. That means it should be simplified. Okay, if possible we need to simplify it. Then what is the value of m minus n? If I'm not wrong, yes, this is an integer type question, so our answer should be an integer. Fine. Now this is what we are given. Now just look at it and try to think if you can apply something. Let's say I can take here 2 common, then 2 into r plus 1. If you feel like you're not able to apply any pattern or anything, right now you're not getting any idea straight away, something like that, then the best one of the ways is to just expand it and understand what exactly the question is about. Let's just try to expand this. So if I'll expand this, how to expand it? See, in case if you're familiar, r is going from 0 to 5. That means r can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are 6 values of r. If I'll put r as 0 first in this, if I'll put r as 0, I'll get 11c 2 into 0 plus 1. That means 11c 1 by 2 into 0 plus 2, 2. If you'll put r as 1, so 11c 2 into 1 plus 1, 11c 3 by 4. Like this, if you'll expand, this is what you'll get. Okay, now this is what I got. Still, I don't think there is kind of any pattern or anything. Not that, but you see, just you can see one thing. You can see one thing here. Here I have 1, here there is 2. Here I have 3, here there is 4. Here I have 5, here there is 6. I think I'm getting some sort of hint from this. Now I'm going to write it like this: 1 by 2 into 11c1 and 1 by 4 into 11c3, 1 by 6 into 11c5. Now see carefully, see carefully. Here I have a 1 and here I have a 2. That means 1 plus 1. Okay, this is r means this is r plus 1. This is r means this is r plus 1. This is r means this is r plus 1. So I'm getting a pattern for r. Okay, for r I'm getting a pattern. Can I get something like everywhere n is same, right? So can I get n plus 1 also? I want a 12 here, 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 here. Just multiply and divide by 12. Now 1 by 12, 12, 12, 12, all of them will get a 12. Now see the pattern here carefully. See the pattern. Just take this. I'll explain this. There is a formula. Okay, there is a formula that I'm going to use now. Okay, now in this series I'm going to introduce a character known as Formula Man. Okay, so let's ask Formula Man for the formula Man, please give us a formula. And here is the formula: n plus 1 by r plus 1 into ncr is n plus 1c r plus 1. Okay, this is the formula that we are going to use. Now see here, now this one, the first one, I can write it like 11 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 into 11c1. So this is matching, right? ncr n plus 1 r plus 1. This is nothing but n plus 1c r plus 1. So this is going to become n plus 1. 11 plus 1 is 12c r plus 1 2. So this one is going to become, this entire thing is going to become 12c2. Likewise, this entire thing will become 12c4. This entire thing will become 12c6. This entire thing will become 12c8. This will become 12c10. This will become 12c12. Okay. So this was the trick in the question, which I felt like this is what you need to do. Now next, the question is not yet done. Now here, if you'll observe this pattern, I have 12c2, I have 12c4, I have 12c6, I have 12c8, but 12c naught is missing. What to do if something is missing? Shall we go to the police station and give a case that 12c naught is missing, sir? Please do something. No, right? We can just add and subtract. Okay, we can just add and subtract. Add and subtract. So this is what I got in the previous slide. Add and subtract 12c naught here. Fine. Now see this much. See this from here to here. This one's value is 2 power 12 by 2. This one's value is 2 power 12 by 2. Now how it is, I'll explain it at the end of the video. And this formula also, like you saw, right? This formula, how this formula comes, I'll explain it at the end of the video. Okay, fine. Now this one is nothing but 2 power 12 by 2. I'll just give you in 15 seconds how it is. Like if all the terms were there, 12c naught plus 12c1 and so on till 12c12, then it is 2 power 12. But only I have half of them. like something like half of them. Okay, so that's why I have that's why I'm going to get this one's value as 2 power 12 by 2. Why it is, I'll explain it at the end of the video. Fine. Now this one's value is 2 power 12 by 2. So the entire thing, we are coming to an end. So 2 power 12 by 2 is 2 power 11, because a power m by a power n is a power m minus n. 2 power 12 minus 1 is 2 power 11. 2 power 10 is 1024. So 2 power 11 is 1024 into 2, and that would be 2048. So 1 by 12 into 2048 minus 1. So this is nothing but 2047 by 12. Okay, if you remember in the beginning of the question, they told us that it is equal to m by n. Can I simplify this? Okay, how to know whether a number is divisible by 3 or not? It is an odd number, so definitely it is not divisible by 2. But 12 is nothing but 3 into 4, so there is a 3. How to check whether this number is divisible by 3 or not? Just see the sum of the digits. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 7 is 13. The sum of the digits is not divisible by 3, hence this number is also not divisible by 3. Fine. Divisibility rules, you are expected to know at least some of them. Okay, fine. So this is m, this is n. M is 2047 and n is 12. So m minus n is 2047 minus 12, which is 2035. And with this, question is done. I mean, like, we got the answer, right? We got the answer. Okay, now I'm going to explain why n plus 1 by r plus 1 into ncr is n plus 1 cr plus 1. Okay, this formula is very useful. This one is pretty useful, this one. Okay, fine. Now how does this happen? Let me just take this. Okay, let me just take the LHS. Now ncr is what? N factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial, right? Now n plus 1 multiplied with n factorial, r plus 1 multiplied with r factorial. What is n plus 1 into n factorial? What is n plus 1 into n factorial? It is nothing but n plus 1 factorial. This one will become r plus 1 factorial. Now you see, I have n plus 1 factorial, I have r plus 1 factorial. Now this one I can write it as n plus 1 minus of r plus 1. This one I can write it as n plus 1 minus of r plus 1 factorial. So this entire thing is nothing but n plus 1 c r plus 1. That is why n plus 1 c r plus 1 into ncr is this. First explanation. Next, why I told you, right, 12 c naught plus 12 c2 and so on is nothing but 2 power 12 by 2. Now how it is means, see, 1 plus x whole power 12 is this 12c naught plus 12c1 into x plus 12c2 x square and so on till like 12c2 12c12 x power 12. I hope you are familiar with this much basic binomial theorem expansion. Fine. Now first put x as 1. First put x as 1. If you will put x as 1 here, I'll get 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 power 12 is equal to 12c naught. All the there are x, right? So all x's are 1. So I'll get 12c naught plus 12c1 plus 12c2 and so on till 12c12. This is what I'm going to get. Now next, in the same equation, like in this one, put x as minus 1, put x as minus 1. So this would be 1 minus 1, 0. 0 power 12 is 0. 0 is equal to 12c naught. I'll get x is minus 1. So minus 12c1 and minus 12c3. Wherever you have odd power, like odd in the, r values are like here it is odd. Here you see it's odd. So minus is there. Now this equation and this equation, this equation and this equation, just add them. If you'll add these two, what will happen is this and this will get cut. This and this will get cut. All the, wherever there is wherever we have here odd number, they get cut. Okay, now these terms 12c naught plus 12c naught, it comes twice. So 12c naught plus 12c naught is 2 into 12c naught, and again all of them come twice. So 2 power 12 is equal to 2 into this. So this sum is nothing but 2 power 12 by 2. I hope it's clear. Fine. So not just the question, if anything comes in between extra, I'll try to explain it if possible. If things are like this, I'll try to explain it. Every time it may not be possible to explain things like that, but let's see. I want to help you guys, so let's see. I'll try my best to explain things like this. And in case you understood the way I explained, well and good. If not, you can try to listen to it once again with a bit lesser speed, like 0.75x or 0.5x. And with this, thank you.